Hi, hi, I haven't been here in a while. Apologies.
Are you even watching my stream? You're not watching my stream, you're playing Valheim! It's 9:23! He's not even watching my stream and he sits in the room with me. No wonder I can't fucking grow. It hurts. It hurts. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the resub, Annie, and all hail. Hi, Jericho. All hail the true fan today, Sticky. Stick Bug. I don't know if you guys can hear the cats galloping. Imagine playing Valheim during Shino's stream. That's what I asked him. I looked at Cass when I came downstairs. I was like, who's online? And he said, it's Zali and me. Hello, welcome Takumari. All hail Stick Bug. True fan, today's true fan. Taking the title from Santoro yesterday. Also, happy 2 days after your birthday, Santoro. On Monday, it will be 4 days after your birthday. You like the new 3D model? Great to hear it. I'm trying to give you a thumbs up, but this thing doesn't detect the... thumbs up! Yep, it looks great. Yeah, I don't know. The leap motion is below me. It's right here. It's like kind of near my lap. So it can't see my thumb. You see, what the fuck is that? Is that my thumb? It is my thumb. Okay, whatever. What have you done? You guess you can reverse countdown to your birthday with my streams. What is your birthday? 8th of April? 4/8. Is that right? 8th of April? Okay, I'll try to remember that. I probably won't. That one's a little bit difficult for me. I sometimes have difficulty remembering my own birthday and how old I am, so don't take it personally if I don't remember. Another thing that's annoying is that Cass and my best friend have birthdays that are 2 days apart, and I I these days I can remember whose birthday is which, but when I first started dating Cass, and I always got them mixed up. So I feel like, are you the first one or the second one? Yeah. You're the second one. He turned to me and said, "Which am I?" You're the second one. Let's see what to talk about today. Maybe something a little more serious for a brief period of time, just to say that, you know, I'm still reading the news almost every night. I have looked at so many pictures of dead people recently that I sometimes go to sleep without reading the news because it's just too much. But you know, I'm still keeping up with everything, and I don't know what else we can do to help. Like, I just didn't want it to be like, you know, we did a one and done donation drive and then everything is fixed now and everything's fine. I just wanted to say that I'm aware that nothing is fixed and everything is still going on, but I don't know what else we can do. Another donation drive? You stopped doom scrolling 3 days ago. It did a number on your mental health. Yeah, I take a break sometimes, but I'm still reading almost every day. I think it's just like, it's stressful. Sorry, I'm scratching my neck, but it looks like I'm scratching my eye. Hi, Maple. I just think that, you know, we have a responsibility not to look away, I guess. Yeah, if that makes sense. I mean, of course, in the sense that don't pretend it's not happening, but you know, if you need to step away from your mental health, that makes sense. Yeah, so I wasn't trying to like shame you or anything. I also sometimes I'm like, I can't take this, and then I just go to bed without reading the news. But yeah, and then here I am applying lip balm to my eyeball. So the reason why the hand height is slightly off is because when I'm streaming, I want you guys to be able to see my hands, right? But if I put it kind of in a realistic height, it tends to be off screen about here. So I raised it up by a couple of inches, but as a result, it's slightly, it's always slightly off. But I accepted it as a compromise. Yeah, let's go. Hi, Mino. Hello, Mino. This case, I don't know if you've been watching, Mino. I know you lurk most of the time, but this case has a jury, which I know that you're not a fan of. I know that you think that judges should just decide all the cases without the help of a jury, but unfortunately this case has a jury. So, oh yeah, I'm excited to get around to it. You like the jury system in games? But you don't want to be tried by a jury in real life? Okay, man, I just hope you never get caught for a crime. Your dog says woof. That's good. And do you know what the cow says? The cow says moo. Eye balm? No. Lip balm. All right. You guys want to play the game? I haven't started the game yet, actually. I need to actually open it. The cow says bork. Let me pull up the game. I am excited to play it because we stopped on a cliffhanger last time, and juries can be bribed. You mean judges can't be bribed? If you were a juror for Mito, you'd send them to prison. Can you demand the jury faces the same sentence to you if you are a judge? I don't think that's how justice works. I should probably lower that. There we go. Just about right. What game? Great Ace Attorney Chronicles of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Sorry, I wasn't. Imagine forgetting the name of the game that you're playing. Yes, it's called Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. See, cliffhangers. And I want you to ditch your principles. Wait, what are you talking about? The frog says, "Lick me to see the universe." And then you were so funny. Yeah, so I don't know. I would like to, I think, do something else soon. Maybe not another big event. Maybe like just a donation drive alone. Maybe I can find someone else who's doing the organizing and just be like, hey, I'd love to help, you know? So You hate the justice system anyways in real life. Games are an exception. True. You see, Shino, there is a thing called jury nullification where the law says it is illegal, but the jury can still decide, no, I didn't see that. A judge would have followed the law and say it's illegal, but since the jury doesn't know shit about the law, they just decide what the law is. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry if your country is all kangaroo courts, but like, the fact that... I don't want to get into this. I'm gonna get triggered. I'm actually gonna get really angry if I have to talk about this. But, okay, let me just leave it at that. Why do you think the judge has to follow the law? Why is it that the assumption is that the jury can do whatever it wants, but the judge is like a perfect person who always follows the law and never makes any wrong decisions? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that juries are perfect, but judges are certainly not perfect. The justice system itself is actually pretty flawed. So like this weird focus on the judge being the executioner and the jury is very strange to me. Yeah, like, oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Because judges can be administratively liable to the Supreme Court. Jury is basically powerful? Okay. Shoo. I'm gonna, hold on. Can somebody put jury into the banned words list? Can somebody put jury into the banned words list? Katala! Hello! Might depend on the country, but there is more scrutiny and worse consequences for judges. I would like to see some consequences for judges. I personally would like to see consequences for judges. If a judge got shot for making the wrong call, then I don't. Cookie, this is not the time. I am lecturing chat. Cookie, you need to move. I'm lecturing chat. Cookie, move. Okay. I don't want to lecture chat. Let's just go talk to my broken jury right now. And now when I'm drinking water, it looks like I am jerking off a dick into my eye. Cookie! Hi! Go and chase your sister. Move. Can you grab her? And Cookie and Creamy have decided I'm guilty. Move your big fat ass. Alright. Now, and I'm gonna drink water and you guys can see how it looks like I'm pouring it directly into my eye. Like I am taking a dick and jerking it off into my eye. Look. I think that focusing so much on cases where juries have gotten it wrong and ignoring all the cases where judges have done things wrong and also not gotten in trouble is intellectually dishonest. But hey, that's just my dumb opinion. What the fuck do I know? Any lawyers in chat? I'm the lawyer here. It turns out you only need to study for 50 days to become a lawyer in the middle of a crisis on a steamboat. Whatever. Let's go to the game before I get angry. Where's the game? Oh, there it is. Any non-VTuber fans in chat? All right, let's go up here. So a random topic change. Since our main squeeze Kazuma got unalived, who is our next interest? Are you seriously thinking that I should cheat on my boyfriend when I am carrying his dick around in a sheath on my waist? Like, Race Runner, how could you? You know a lawyer? I think I probably know a lawyer as well. You've never heard of this game before, but it looks interesting. It's been interesting. This is definitely... Okay, I don't even know how to sum this up. He'd want me to move on? Judges really come through bad calls a lot of times or after terrible arguments by lawyers or presidents or... Wow, I can't believe there are so many justice system sims in my chat. This is kind of actually disgusting. Where's Runekeeper when you need him? Somebody call Runekeeper in here. Runekeeper! Somebody, I need to set that man on, on all these people simping for the justice system. Can't believe people are genuinely coming in here being like, actually, judges have your best interests in mind. What the fuck? Oh, he's playing D&D? I see. You guys are friends, huh? Ow! Ow! My ass! Creamy! She clawed me in the butt! In your experience, people who dislike juries have never been on the wrong side of a justice system without juries. I see. Lawyers are like mosquitoes, annoying but necessary for the ecosystem. Runekeeper's your brother? I never knew! He's never told us. He's been coming here for months, and I don't think he's ever told us that you're his brother! What? So are you your brother's keeper? Are you Runekeeper's keeper? Are you his younger brother, his older brother? Are you also banned from coming to the US? Sorry, that might be really personal. Stop touching! Stop touching! Sorry, that wasn't you, it was Cookie. Deep lore. You forgot about, maybe he's the rune? Oh! No one can keep Runekeeper. All right, so what happened in the story? Can we catch up people who are just arrived? Is there like a story up to now? I don't see that. Sorry, I had to burp twice. Okay. So, I'm a shitty lawyer. And I just came to Britain. And don't bite that! Isn't there a summary after the to be continued? Like right now? The British are racist, but we already knew that. That's not really part of the... Oh! Thank you for the gift sub, Anonymous. Close your mouth! Thank you. You might be banned from going to the US by association. Oh no! Thanks for the sub. Yeah! Thank you. Okay, Naruto wouldn't last a minute against the lawyers in chat. Okay, so okay, let's just call me an amateur lawyer, and I'm trying to defend a guy who is accused of murder. It's a rich guy who, yeah, we have a trial to become a lawyer. We have to save an Irish gnome. Santoro, Irish gnomes are called leprechauns. So we have to save a leprechaun. He's accused of murder, and there were multiple witnesses to the crime. The crime happened in a carriage that has kind of a skylight, and people were sitting on top of the carriage and they saw the murder happen inside the carriage. Do I need to go into more detail than that? You can kind of pick it up, I think, as we go along, maybe? I don't know how to... The case is kind of complicated, so I don't know how to describe it. Okay, that's the important thing, yeah. Okay, so what on earth just happened in there? Oh, and right before we ended... He's not a leprechaun, he's a gnome that immigrated to Ireland and got citizenship. No, he's a leprechaun who immigrated to Britain. And wait a second, did Britain exist in those days? I don't actually know. Any British in chat? Okay, sorry. Right before we ended the British Empire. No, but like, did it count like Ireland and... Sorry, the question was not, yeah, of which Ireland. My question was not whether England existed, but whether Ireland, Scotland, and Wales were all part of that same collective. Which, yes, apparently yes. Okay, so right before we ended last night, as it was getting to a tense part of the case, someone started a fire in the courtroom and we had to evacuate and the trial was temporarily suspended. Okay, so that's where we are. What on earth just happened in there? I'm out of breath already and we just started. Hi, Ani. They were all together at this point. Aren't they all together now? Mr. Naruhodo, I managed to find out what happened. I was told it was an advanced form of a ninja set off a smoke grenade. A type of exploding device that releases smokes. Van Zeeks unclenched his bussy after 2 hours to let out the steam. Be quiet, Sticky! As an Indian, you can confirm the British were around for a long time. No, AKD, I also come from a British colony, so my question was not phrased correctly. Yeah. Okay. A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use. They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? Is there gonna be a ninja in this game? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. What? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGildet was just talking about? My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. Wonka, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions, along with the young girl. Who is she, I wonder? Did they tamper with any... Sorry, Creamy was making a weird noise, so I wanted to check she wasn't dying. You come from a Spanish colony, true. Good to know stream hasn't changed much. Why would it change? It's been the same for a year. Dead stream, by the way. Answer questions about their lawyer present? You're right! The defense lawyers are standing outside, and the prosecution is questioning the defendants without me? Is that okay? What was she even doing here at the trial? Who here didn't come from a country which was colonized? Any non-colonialists in chat? Zali. Oh. Zali, you weren't colonized. That means you were the colonizer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you weren't colonized, then you were the colonizer. That's how it works. You were gone for a few months, you don't know things. Oh, it's okay. What were you up to? Found the colonizer. Your country was annexed. Oh, I see. She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself? There's another matter that's troubling me. What's that? Is Zali Russian? We did some. The 20 pence. You don't know much about Italian history. Oh, you're Italian? You can teach me how to do the East Coast accent. You are from a non-colony, but your country had no colony because you were landlocked. Is that how it works? Okay, that's fair. I'll buy it. The 20 pence. Oh, you might be able to. Is there any country that wasn't at some point colonized? China? I don't actually know. Don't ask me. My geography and history is horrible. According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. So how did the girl get there? That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly, but now it seems that there were in fact 5 passengers, which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's right, that is strange. Counsel for the defense, plainly proceed into the courtroom. Russia doesn't colonize, it just annexes. Please. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of the trial. Let's go, girl! We'll know soon enough. Yes. At some point, humans colonized everything, but it was before countries were a thing. Can you colonize land that humans have... I guess if you went to Mars, you would start a Mars colony. So yeah, you can colonize land that humans have never lived on before. Sorry. That's very pedantic. 18th of February, 1 p.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Okay. Well, you would call it... Linguistically, you would call it a Mars colony. I don't know if you call it a Mars settlement. Oh! A VTuber! There's the young girl next to Mr. McGildet. Look! She must have been the one who caused a disturbance before. You want to colonize the sun? I had a stream where I did that. That was a lot of fun. Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks, these nuts. my lord. I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of the sort typically employed by the army. Good gracious, the army? What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand. I'm dramatically holding my hat. Your name, girl? That was the stream where you got VIP, Raise Runner, if I remember correctly. Because you were helping me run the stream. Why the smoke grenade? Couldn't she just leave? Nobody was onto her. Sally, you're right. You're absolutely right. Why did she cause a fuss? Maybe she did it on purpose. Maybe she did the smoke on purpose to do something. Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded? I think perhaps I ought to explain here. I can't fucking do an Irish accent. It's so terrible. Why is it that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? It's all tied up with the events of that night, so it is. Bonk. Very well, Mr. McGilded. Your Honor, we do a bit of mischief, winky face. She panicked because Willy Wonka called her out. I see. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. I love that his name is Van Zeek's Nuts. Van Zeek's Nuts? Yeah. Just what happened that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. I can't believe my client was hiding information from me this whole time. Alright, the young girl. On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. You sure hope the bricklayer isn't a kitty toucher? Formula 9, the bricklayer? Then Bigora. A loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I sent him up on the seat across from me. Oh, he picked him up! Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from. And bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. What the fuck? I remained somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding in the omnibus. Oh shit, I forgot to update the game. Hold on. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Okay. What did he say? Is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. Did the game update? Oh, you did? Sorry. Oh, Zora, thank you. I missed it. This last was the 5th passenger, my lord. I thought you said there wasn't a 5th passenger. I'm gonna go bonkers. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Or rather, no! I have no idea where to start. Okay. Alright. Okay, on the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. Press. And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board? No, there were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were. I see. Aye, and that's why I took the backside as I did. It is the most comfortable, so it is. Could you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? By all means, 'tis how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. Zali, maybe he was touching a kid. But like... In a seat with somebody else? And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well. Okay. A rich man sleeping in the bus in 19th century London that's asking to be mugged or accused of murder. Then a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. Okay. A loud thud, you say? Why is his hat so long? I don't know. We have a hatter in this on the stand as well, a witness who saw him supposedly do the murder. So I was wondering why he couldn't recognize the hat. A loud thud, you say, and a scream. Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground, that sort of noise. Okay, so you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the ground having been stabbed? Well, now you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but the fella on the floor. You didn't see anyone, but at the same moment you did hear a scream. Ah, from the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at me feet, so I set him up on the seat across from me.
Hold it!
Okay. You sat him up? The victim, you mean? That I did, on the seat across from me. As I said, I could plainly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you? I probably would. It's his common courtesy, so it is. I find that a little hard to believe. Ara? Lord Van Zeek's these nuts? Now why would that be? You wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. Yeah, why did he say Ara? That was weird. He's got a good point. Well now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business. The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, were it all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble. Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there? Heavens alive, no. I was always intending to report it, so I was. Oh! Thank you, AKD. Thanks for the gift sub. Thanks for 39 gift subs. Almost 40. Only I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first. That's why I travel alone at night without any protection. He's a loan shark? Yeah, pretty much. The whys and wherefores. Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud. Okay. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There's no reason to press this, right? I think I'll just press it. I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim. I think that's fair, I guess. So I did, sir, so I did, as far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Well now, 'tis a queer thing, the wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside. Good gracious! Under your backside? And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember? Yes, I looked already. This would be a very good time to have a thorough... Yeah, we looked already, and that's when I found her. I see, so she was inside. There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. You have been gifted subs here and there even when offline. Gotta pass on the favor? Thanks. You say she was hiding herself? Aye, that's right. 'Twas hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met well, me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest. Trying to do the accent. You're really overacting this. Still and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her. The seat opposite? That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there. You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir? Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see? Huh? And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time. Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats. Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilded. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. Okay. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight. Irish accent is similar to what pirates and sailors use? Yeah, I guess so actually. A little bit. It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature and readily confused perhaps with his young girl. After that, of course, with the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. Ara ara mateys! This guy's wonky. He's definitely Wonka. Thank you, I've heard enough. The events as explained are clear in my mind, however, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? Who is the girl? Her name is Gina Lestrade? She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. She's a pickpocket! What's commonly called a pickpocket. What? This girl here? A petty thief? Why are so many British people named Lestrade? Isn't there a Lestrade in a famous vampire series? Anne Rice. Hang her? Order? Is this true, Miss Lestrade? You will answer the question. How dare you? What is the meaning of this? The girl, she's gone! Open your eyes. Oh. I'm over here! What the fuck? Vampire Lestat. Oh, not Lestrade. I see. Then what am I thinking of? Some Warcraft thing, maybe? Lestrade. Where is that from? Good gracious, how? This is a kangaroo court. What was the point in that little sidestep? Oh my god, I have to do another accent? I can't do this. I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'll say, slipped up and got caught on the job. I cannot do this. She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. The Ace Attorney budget cut team found yet another way to avoid animating movement. Impressive, but they had to... Oh right, Lestrade is a Holmes character, I forgot. Inspector? Inspector, maybe? I can't do... What is this, a Scouse accent? Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it? In it? It shouldn't be in it. No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not cast... She shot me with a green smoke bomb. Look, knives are for cowards. I got smoked, that's right. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. She's cute. Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns amongst weapons for thugs. You hope the trial ends with her proven guilty, but then she shoots the judge and walks off. These fingers and a grenade launcher. She looks a younger version of the VTuber from the last case. We never saw the face of the VTuber from the last case. Do you mean the swan? We never saw her face. Or who? Oh no, you're talking about the princess. Yeah, you're right. They've all been blonde, blue-eyed girls, huh? Oh, this? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day, down where they keep the four-wheeled drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink best. Do not wave that thing in my direction again. Knives are for cowards. You can find me hiding in the smoke I created. So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question. How is this allowed? Can she not be arrested right now for attempted assault? Something tells you the devs like blonde, blue-eyed girls. So far, 3 out of 5 cases have them. Yeah, that's a majority. The Great Aryan Attorney Chronicles. Bubble! Pain. It's alright, lass. You can tell them the truth now. If people can wave guns around in US court, why can't we do it in Ace Attorney? Oh god. I don't think there should be guns in court. Alright, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said. The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question. She's cute! Alright, if I have to. She's cute. I like her outfit. She's cute. Witness, not a suspect. Oh, true. She should be a suspect, right? Yeah, okay. What the girl saw. Alright. So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. Wait, I'm Irish again. Shit. What does a British person sound like? Hold on. What does this sound like? But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. What is this Scouse accent sound like? Scouse accent.
Hello and welcome to another episode. And the standard is Rebecca. Rebecca is from Liverpool.
Sorry.
That means she is a Scouser. Hello, Rebecca.
All right, babe.
People from Liverpool are very friendly and down to earth. But if you find yourself in a conversation with a Scouser, you might find that you're a little bit confused.
Get to the point!
Because they use some words that we don't normally use in standard British English. We're going to go through some of the common ones with you now.
Busies.
Police.
Talk in the accent.
Try to put words to that game. Liverpool were amazing.
Bosh, amazing, sick, great, fantastic. What else do you want me to say? Yeah, anything else?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
We blew them away.
We did. Every player was Bosh, and the one that I'm mentioning now, Sadio Mane. I said it.
There's no way I can do that. There's no way I can do that. When you make games that take place in Japan, like 2% of the cast is going to be Caucasian, so you finally have a non-Asian to design. If you give them black hair and brown eyes, you wasted it. It's not a waste. It's not a waste. Okay, sorry. I'm going to give up on the accent. I don't think I can do this. You don't understand a word they're saying. Remember that controversial case last year? One of the prosecutors brought an AR-15 to the courtroom and waved it around in an attempt to prove a point. Yes. I know. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles last night. You got the accent? Can you come on here and do it? I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Then, after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of my skin, I did. And then the scream just came out. So the bang, the thump made her scream. Is that all she's saying? It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm awful. Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Oh, to simplicity itself, me lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, sir. Oh, he was sitting on the seat that she was in. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself. That's right. I think a demonstration is called for. This is where I sat that night. And the cubbyhole of which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume. Yes. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature. Aye, but of course the wee lass was stuck in there, because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration. Ah! So you see, that's why I let the lass bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even though you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question. Not at all, my lord, not at all. Huh? I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass. Really? Is he such a stand-up guy? My goodness! What a perfect gentleman! Okay, now I feel kind of sus. My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir. You guys jumped to hold on, wait. I think this is good for me, but it's too soon. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. I am not ready to end the case. Saints alive. All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty. I am not done investigating the case. Mr. Naruhodo, it must mean what? That we're victorious. Oh no! It's gonna be bullshit now. And we win, but he's British, so kill him anyways! No! We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Yeah, I don't... Uh-oh. He put his foot on the table! If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy. Hold on a second, Your Honor. I think my client is guilty. Wait, you really believe him? I mean, yeah, of course he's innocent. He spread his legs to accept Ryu's victory. Those are nice feet, so guilty. Everyone's offended. Sometimes you just gotta put your foot down or up. Oh, now he's using sex appeal? This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices. Mino Van Zeeks? Mino Kalu Van Zeeks? Lord Mino Kalu Van Zeeks? What? There's been nothing but flaws so far. Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount. Oh no! It's Mino! Where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotion rules the day. Emotion? Mino! This is your VTuber model. Man drinking wine in a court case can't argue with the drip. It might be blood. He's maybe a vampire? The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. Why isn't the police report in the evidence record? You son of a bitch! This is surprise evidence again! He pulled that evidence out of his fucking ass! Sorry, I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm shouting too much. Good lord. The evidence has been tampered with. What? In order to corroborate Mr. McGilded's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. Remember, you were adamant yesterday to check the cubbyhole. Yeah, there was stuff in there. I remember. Yeah, there was stuff in there. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, okay. He pulled it out of his foot. Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend... Huh? Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be? Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. How this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks. I have to choose? I have to lie! Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter? Now, a good defense lawyer would lie here. Yeah, I mean, personally, if this was my defense lawyer, I would want you to fucking lie. Lie! How am I supposed to answer? Pick the option that would harm Britain the most. Thankfully, we are a terrible lawyer. What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus? It was like half full. In my opinion, a woman could have still fit in there. When we looked, it was only half full. It wasn't... She demand trial by combat. I have my boyfriend's sword. So, okay. Santoro, what am I actually supposed to say here? I feel as though I'm supposed to tell the truth. You went for the truth, but you think it doesn't matter. Okay. If it doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as counsel for the defense, but as far as I remember at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes. Are you sure, counsel? Ara be whist? What the fuck does that mean? What are you saying now, you daft dog? I thought you were on my side here. BTW lawyers are legally prohibited from knowingly lying, but it's not like they get punished in practice often. But I thought everyone was great except for the jury. Thanks, 6ix9ine God. I told the truth. Did he just yeah, he did. What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? I don't know. That's a good point. Actually, I don't know actually. Why did I say that? It's because Santoro told me to. As advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Interesting. It's not altogether pleasing, fella. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests here, lad. Your Honor, I am not a smart man. Now then. A fella's memory is a curious thing and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think that perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken? Why? Why do I feel like something's not right here? Maybe because they're asking me to lie? I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think. That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules state that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't that irresponsible. That money-lending fleecer and the pick purse are lying. Oh, he switched over. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, that makes sense. He runs the guild. He runs the guild. There's no way that he would allow this to happen. Okay, I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers, nothing but cowards, a lot of them. What? Oh no! Yeah. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Okay. Is everybody gonna switch now? This animation takes forever. Quite so. I must concur here. I like you, juror number 3. Okay, but why bother? There weren't enough items to prevent her from hiding there. That's what I said! I said that it was half full, but I think she could have still hidden in there. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Why does he have a knife in a courtroom? Good question. Why does this guy have a sword in the courtroom? My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? But now they tempered with the evidence and it makes them look guilty. True? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. I think he wants to kiss me. I think he wants to kiss me now. What the girl saw. Alright. So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. So you were already in the omnibus before it even set off on its run. Well, yeah, I mean, what's the point of spending a joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, innit? I suppose she means there's no point spending money to make money. It actually makes sense. Counsel, may I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants. Well, that does clear up the little mystery of the fares and all. 4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece, making the 20 to which the cabman testified, and 1 little scapegrace riding for free. The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself in and under the seat, nice and easy, right? But your hiding place is a storage compartment, full of equipment for the coach, no? Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat, that's all I can tell ya. It seems we've reached the end of that line of inquiry. Please continue. Okay. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show me troubles that night. A waste of time? Why is that? Well, most nights I'm on my own in the God permit. At least some of the time. I beg your pardon? Did you say God permit? Damn, Judge. Petty thief. It's not like half of the young teens during this time are petty thieves. Oh yeah, well that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's it. Only that night. This cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the cabin. Yeah. Right, mister? To be sure, I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Or could she? I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Hold it!
So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion out with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm going to fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? So most of the time the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out, I see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places, feels too much like being thrown in the clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Obson's choice. Why doesn't she just stick to picking people's pockets in the open then? I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out under there, nothing else for it. Then after a while I hear this loud bang, nearly jumped out me skin it did, and the scream just came out. When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily. That's right, and I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim. Could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at that crucial moment? Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke who had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite. That matches Mr. McGildett's account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. Okay. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. And when he discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. I was scared stiff I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. Oh, how awful! Both me hands got covered in blood. It made me feel sick as a dog. Both her hands covered in blood. That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe he talked with Mr. McGilded for a while. Is that correct? He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know me name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed. Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume. Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. It sounds like my defendant killed the guy. Your Honor, I think my client is guilty. But I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later." It kinda do be sounding like that all 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent for one moment. It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence amongst this new testimony, I'm sure we would clinch the verdict we want. Yes, I think you're right, and I have this feeling something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. I put 20 guineas or 20 guineas to defend the guilty man. So I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, like always. Wait a second. Oh, are we supposed to... Oh, there must be something that I must present. Okay, hold on. What do I want to present? You can't stop speaking in a British accent during this questioning. I wish I could. I should practice it. Our client definitely did it, but he's paying us. So we get him off, then stab him afterwards. Okay, I don't think there's anything interesting about the knife. Or the ledgers. Maybe something about the carriage? It's empty now, I guess. What are we supposed to present? They're making me go through the questioning again, and I'm not sure what if I missed anything. Okay. Open it, I guess? Oh, there's nothing in there now. Huh. Okay. Was that bloodstain always on the floor? Was that bloodstain always on the floor? I must have missed it. That's blood, isn't it? Is something wrong? It's just, well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all, and yet Van Zeek's mate has made no mention of it. I suppose that does seem a little strange. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I think I missed this the first time I looked. There's blood on the floor. Is that important somehow? Maybe we need to look at the evidence again? You think it wasn't there? Oh. So they tampered with the evidence again? Okay, hold on. He's sitting up in this photo. Okay, hold on. So they snuck in before they hooked up the horses. Nothing to show for your troubles. You can't see anything in there. After a while, I heard a bang. The scream just came out. It's because of that this swell found me. He did help me get away. Oops. Fuck. Wait, that's it? Can't see a blind thing in hiding place. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Am I supposed to present something to her? I don't see anything particularly wrong with this testimony. Sometimes you have to press again. Oh, I see. Which one? Which one do I have to... You can copy a line from the walkthrough? Okay. Which one do I press again? Let's see. I'll just press them all. See if it works. Oh, okay. Press on the... Okay, hold on. Okay. We saw this. I see. So, do the third one. Okay. Thanks, Bowser. I appreciate it. Okay, so we did the fifth one. So now we have to do the third one. Okay. Do the third one. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. Press. Hold it! Okay, so you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion out with me head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. I thought we did this already. Is he nervous?
Excuse me.
Oops. Let me ask you something, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would that be, fella? Do you have something to say about that last statement? No, not really! I didn't... Here, have yourself a tip. Hold on, I pursued the wrong statement. Thanks for the follow, Guru Yuna. Hold on. I did not pursue the correct statement. Hold on.
Hold it!
Okay. Not a jot. Most days I push the cushion out with me head and look out the crack. Am I supposed to... I'll just pursue on every line, okay? I'll just pursue on every line because I don't know what they want me to check. Oh my god, you guys. I'm not sure.
Hold it!
Which line am I supposed to pursue? I'm almost out of water, too. The game should notify me? Okay, hold on. Let's see. For that reason... I ain't... Okay. Oh, there we go.
Excuse me.
Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? That was kind of hard to find. Oh, I do apologize. Was there something the matter, Council? Keep doing the wrong line. Get him to keep paying me until I'm rich. I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrad's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seemed to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no, it was nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. You're no scared of the dark. I don't know about yourself, but I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well. Why is he glaring at her? Yeah? I suppose it does. Maybe? What's going on here? Miss Lestrade. Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps? Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Hey, Javers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp. He totally did it. He absolutely did it. He murdered that guy. What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue. Shut up. Yeah, what should we make of that last statement of hers? It's profoundly important. Snoring guilty, my lord. I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important. Profoundly important? But all she said was that she heard nothing. Yes, which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it. I'm pulling shit out of my ass again, Your Honor. I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern Mind Council. Nevertheless, Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating that last statement, please. What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. Eastern evil mage. Mind mage. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. Okay. I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. Press! So she didn't hear the stabbing. So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time since the moment you hid yourself. Not exactly, no. Sorry? Well, there was no one Gina loved. She's very cute. Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butchers to see what was what. But then when I saw the swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me. And Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct? Yeah, would you Adam and Eve it, eh? What a mug! So then, all I could do was listen. Adam and Eve it. Believe it, right? It's like rhyming slang, I think. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? Sorry, my Scouse accent is terrible, but would he? Not likely. Or whatever you call this accent. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was. Tall hat man paid small British girl to withhold info. Maybe you don't know. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder? It doesn't add up. Mr. Strad, what have you just told the court? It's clearly at odds with the facts. Oh shit, I'm making this up. I don't... At odds? Are you sure, man? No, I'm not sure! Absolutely. It seems my learned Nipponese friend is not as dull-witted as I feared. Wow! Sorry, my learned. So Van Zeeks realized it too. Am I the prosecutor now? What's going on? I'm the prosecution now? When did the Mason get on? Oh yeah! When did the Mason get on? So Mr. McGillett sat on the seat, and then even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So where did the dead man come from then? Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence or some complicit party's name at the very least. Yes, my lord. I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court. Okay, do I present the person? According to Miss Lestrade, while she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilded snoring. But think, Ryu, think! Under the other story, there's something she should have heard. Show a person, right? She should have heard the dead man coming in. Yeah, okay. She should have heard. Very well, my lord. Allow me to elaborate. On a particular sound that Miss Lestrade could not have failed to hear on the night in question. The sound very clearly explained by the presence of the following person. Thrice fired Mason. The victim. Thrice fired Mason? Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus. Order! Explain your reasoning, counsel. Why don't you explain it? Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct? Yeah, of course I was. I got on while the driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. That it was. Not a soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at that time. Did I not just say as much? I wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Drew the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And from what we've heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey, during which time did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. It's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for the swell to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin of the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrat's statement about what she did or did not hear is at odds with the facts. We got her, but I think my defendant is guilty. Yes, this petty thief statement was clearly flawed. Lord Van Zeeks! Yes, he knew. He knew all too well that there was an inconsistency in her statement. It would seem words of thanks are in order for my learned friend. Ryu no Suke and Van Zeek's nuts team up to convict Willy Wonka of murder? What are you talking about? You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more. He's dead right. How could the victim possibly not have boarded the omnibus? This makes no sense whatsoever. This girl's a pickpocket. Let's not forget that. Oh. She changed her mind. Oh, okay. Look at what I've done. Look at what I've done, team. Look at what I've done. Look at what my hands have wrought. She didn't even say anything. I didn't want to judge the dear little mite just because she has some rather naughty ways. But I must say, I can't abide liars. And neither can I. Oh, okay, here we go again. Mr. Foreman, I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than salubrious ways. But I must say, I cannot abide liars. Not gonna lie, you like the vampire dude's fit? He's kind of hot, yeah. Drag her ass, granny. Yeah. Here we go again. These animations are kind of bonkers. I wish I had these kinds of animations as a 3D VTuber. Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my Nipponese friend. Stop calling me that! To the considerable troubles you have spared me. Okay. Instead I get eye balm. Yes, very refreshing. I owned myself. What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you useless Eastern Amadan? Oh my god! This is carnage. It's perfect. Juror number 2 is the only one left. Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going, I know if we can't find some new way to convince everyone of his innocence. Vampire dude is hotter than his descendant. Yeah, the judge will rule and will have lost. I very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen, but those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it!
Oh. Yes, the witness's last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What are you saying? Counsel! I'm sorry, sir? Whatever do you mean? Counsel, I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue? I've never seen this word. Prorogue? Prorogue? I will not tolerate you attempting to prorogue my adjudication. Explain yourself at once. When the accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question, the victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time as testified by the witness in the stand. And yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If this petty thief's words are to be believed, how do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus? I don't know! There's only one way to explain how the victim came to be inside the carriage. There's gotta be another entrance or something. Fuck, dude. I don't know. He was in there the whole time. Teleportation. Okay, wait, hold on. The skylight? Can it open up? Oh yeah, I guess it can open up. Did he come in through the ceiling? You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there is a lamp in the enclosed cabin. No, but how would, unless the two witnesses, how would the two witnesses not have, or the two witnesses not have seen it unless they were both in on it, you know? You're betting he was moved after death? I do not know. I am. Fuck me, I don't know. Go inside and look up. Okay. Thank you, Santoro. Now, I'm not a very good police investigator. Inspector Shino is on the case, and my client is screwed. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it? Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description, so I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. It can't be opened from inside the cabin, but maybe it could be opened from outside the cabin. It looks like there's a handle over here. It looks like there's a handle on this side. There's a, like a latch thing that I'm trying to select, but... It looks like you could open it from the outside. I was trying to select it, but I don't think I succeeded. Oh. So this is the roof deck. Do you guys mind if I get some water? This case is... okay. Look around the top. You remember something wrong. Look around the top from the inside. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's try again. Was he glued to the ceiling? Yeah, was he taped to the ceiling of the thing or what? Like, what the fuck is going on here? There is one small detail. Look around the ceiling. I cannot leave and get water. I must stay and entertain you. What am I looking for? I don't see anything. I am not a good investigator. I can't imagine that they would miss a dead man taped to the ceiling, so that's not... I don't think that's a thing. You think it just flashed? Really? You don't see what you're looking for? Oh no. Oh. No. This game doesn't let you open... Oh, hold on. Let me get some water. Okay, so I think that he must have been dumped inside the cabin by the other two, and they're both in on it. In order to frame Mr. McGilded because they're debtors to him. Okay, wait. Forget about that for now. How did the victim get inside the carriage? There's another entrance. There's another entrance? Or... I mean, if we think of him being pushed in through the skylight, then... If we think of him being pushed in from the skylight, then... both of these would be right. Yeah. So both of these statements would be correct, right? Like he could be put there after he died, and he was also there's also another entrance. So which one does the game want me to actually say? Which one is the correct one for the game? To please the game, to please my JRPG gods, which is the actual correct answer? 2? Okay, thank you. Thanks. If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
Oh, here we go. I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. I can't wait to make this guy eat shit. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door, the other has only windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open. In short, there is no entrance to the cabin other than the door. But there could be. There's one possibility you have not considered. Oh, really? Yes, one other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Alright, counsel. The floor hatch! We used, he dropped out a pocket of, like, space. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here is the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which you propose the victim entered the cabin? It's right here. Oh god, it's right here. It's right here. When you prove Zeke's not a fool, he has to kiss you, right? It's here, right? Please be right. The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight. I say, the skylight? Pocket dimension. Oh my god, I can't believe this case is so freaking long. Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However, I love this part where they shout objection and take that at each other. It's very sexy. The skylight may well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection.
So you claim, but do you have a shred of evidence to support your addle-brained theory? Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. Oh, Codici. Thanks for the points flex, 25k. They each claimed to have heard a loud thud such as the noise made by someone falling to the floor. You wish a real court was like this? It would be more fun to be an anime lawyer than a real lawyer, let me say that. Yes, which has already been explained as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with a dagger. Yes, it has, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses described? I stretch.
The noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry.
In fact, thank you. Good gracious! Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment that the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it!
Objection.
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. That's simply impossible! How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony. Well, yeah, that's true, but, hold it! You just hear objection left and right while you're sitting there like they won't stop screaming one word. Might a humble fella make a wee comment here? Thanks for the stretch. Felt 20 joints pop in your back. Yeah, everybody stretch. Everybody get up and stretch. I'm gonna get up and stretch. Mr. McGilded. To be sure now, the two fellas who were sat on the roof that testified afore said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not so much a case of them not saying, but... 'tis a case of them being unable to say. What? It just popped your ribs. I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would yous not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh my goodness, surely not. Those two chaps on the roof? You mean the one who stuck that knife in the man, the ones who stuck the knife in the man were? He's very good at gaming the jury. Yeah. This is why Mino doesn't like the jury, huh? He played Ace Attorney. Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? You rotter, he said, you rotter, what are you insinuating? He's so cute. This is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute. Hi, no sleep. He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. Mr. Fairplay! You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and a well-respected banker. What is this, an appeal to authority?
Oh, well?
And me, a very, very angry hatter? He's an angry hatter, not a mad hatter. Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts, it's a disgrace. It's scandalous. I protest. I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right, I protest too about you, you rotten scoundrel! An upset hatter. Well, he's very angry. I trust him, not guilty. Oh, it's Mr. Lady's Nuts! That's right, his name is Lady's Nuts. Okay. Oh my goodness, this case is crazy. Who did it? Order, this is not the time, witnesses. I will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. It's outrageous. It's very hurtful, you know? My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead. A slightly perturbed hatter. It was a defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. Accuse? I never intended to. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. He said, do you speak English, bro? You proposed to this court that the victim fell through... Hello! Welcome! Thanks for the read, Halo. How was your stream? What were you up to? Oops, fuck! Sorry, I fucked that up. How was Rise? You proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the events. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have intimated their criminal guilt. In our British courts of law, that is what is termed a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put this idea forward without any evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought. What are we wasting time for? Get them to testify. Van Zeeks could get it. Is that all you have to say about this game, Sticky? You're not interested in the story? Good, you played 8 hours of Elden Ring, then finished with MHR. Nice! A lot of people seem to be having fun with Elden Ring still. Is it fun? I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on the fellow. We have to see this matter through now, one way or another. If there's filth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it at once. Testify! Testify! The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Oh my goodness. Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord. You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense. Yeah, okay. I didn't come here for this. Oh yeah, like that Rage song. Oh. There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing. Grammar is keep pushing forward. Alright. Oh my goodness. Have you been following the story? Oh no, Cass missed the part where it got really crazy. Oh, okay. Refuting the accusation. How am I enjoying this game? I am enjoying this story. I don't know about you guys. I'm just reading it. I'm just sitting here reading it. Yeah. We were the only 2-person up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed? Unless, well, I mean, the two of you could be in on it. This case is much better than the one with your boyfriend. I know. I can't believe they did Kazuma dirty like that. In any case, neither of us knew the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man. You're glad that Sholmes is gone. Yeah, I didn't enjoy those sections. Those are a bit painful. The skylight was shut the entire time. I tell you, we couldn't possibly have opened it. If you're so sure that the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? I don't have any. I'm just pulling things out of my ass. I must say that on listening to this testimony is somewhat hard to imagine. Okay, time to press on every statement again. How either witness could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck without the other noticing forthwith. That's right, you see? We're innocent, I tell you. Brute force, brute force. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another. What? Eh? According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings. Ha! Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. This is actually Runekeeper. This is Runekeeper right here. He hates the cops and rich people. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really, so why do I feel so uneasy? Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please. To be fair, it's you two. Agreed. Alright. Refuting the accusation. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that. Hold it! So at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck. Absolutely not, dickin'. The fuck does that mean? No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here. Is this true, Mr. McGilded? You did brute force all the time in case there was a hidden hint, I see. Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself, I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately. That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in... Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? It's all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. I saw you with my own eyes! This is going so well. Oh boy. This is a real kangaroo court here. If anything had happened when we were sitting, don't you think one or the other would have noticed? Hold it! Well, it was in the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly. Is this some kind of a lark? Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what it is? Or perhaps one of the other of you fell asleep briefly. Are you fair dinkum, sir? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. Where's the CCTV footage when you need it? I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again. That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you, and we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie! I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. This hardly surprising. The CCTV of that age are grannies looking out the window. These two are the CCTV, and they're angry that we didn't believe their footage. Seeing things? Oh my god, it's getting crazy in here. I believe we have reached the impasse here on this particular point. You... Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. Oh no. Okay. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really? Okay. In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We have no reason to kill the man. He literally just nothing personal, kid, that guy. So you had never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before? Hi, Cookie. What do you want? Why don't you move? Thank you. Oh no, not once, never. He'd never met the man before, he said. Never. And you, Mr. Nuts, had no prior dealings with the victim either. That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. No, I imagine not. You see? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin. Oh! This is about motive and we had none. Oh, pursue.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded? Yes, counsel? What can I be doing you for? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection. Is that right now? You're here. Oh no, good thing Runekeeper is not here. He would demand him hang just for being a capitalist. Hang him for being a capitalist. You're carrying Runekeeper's torch. You're keeping the Runekeeper's torch, as it were. Is that right now, I wonder? He's got the hot goss? What are you insinuating now? Ah, Mr. Fairplay. It has been too long, so it has. Eh? If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not, your repayment date? We see eye to eye in a lot of things, as it were, I see. I beg your pardon. You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir. At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me, it's extortion. Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass his crimes off on another? And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about here on your head, is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Customers. Such as thrice fired mason. Oh, he does wear the hat. He's a junior hat developer. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence of my lord. He's wearing the hat! Oh, you mean this? I can't help thinking that poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? The plot thickens! The thick plottins! Oh! That's one of my hats! Aye, that it is, so it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I'd wager you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. Hang the hatter. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. Jeez, I rest my case. He should have just defended himself. Why did he want me to do this? I think he's doing a better job. Hatter's dying from mercury poison. Soon, no need to waste rope. You little weasel. Junior hat developer. He's met the criteria to be a hat developer, but thread coverage was only 59% and 60%, so no promotion. Wow, that's so real. He didn't have enough lines of thread. Even though lines of thread is not a good measure of hat developer performance, and you would actually want to have fewer threads. Well, originally he told you to just stand next to him. True. You little weasel. He's better at this than I am. True. Gosh, he certainly has been thorough in his research, hasn't he? So, what is this all about? Please don't let me, little interruption, hold up the proceedings. I got an achievement. I got an achievement called Hat Hunter. The skylight was shut the entire time. I tell you, we couldn't possibly have opened it.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that the skylight was shut the entire time? I'm going to lose my block of you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag of you in a minute. That's what he said. Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see, it's shut fast now, just like it was on the night. So it is, of course, a fella the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it still and all. What? Just looking at the size of the thing, you understand. Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing, not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind. He farted! I shocked myself of it as it happens. This is an unexpected confession, Mr. Nuts. Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see, but just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge. I did. Are you expecting me to sentence you? Oh, no, sir. The point is, he's got gas for years. The skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame.
That ain't.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Now what? Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Did he say that he was as red as red? Yep. He did, actually. Miss Lestrade! It opens. Hmm? The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? Wow. All them skylights open, dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon. That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, You like her little coin trick? Me too. You can't do it from inside, you mug. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags, and I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out me ears. Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities. Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't up off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck? Bailiff! Climb up on the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims. Open it. It opens! Oh, my hat! See? Oh. Order! So it appears that the street girl statement is quite true. You like this VTuber? Yeah, she's very cute. Now you can do the thing you were jumping at, I see. I don't believe it. The skylight opens and from the roof deck. Mr. Naruhodo, this could be the clue we've been looking for. Well, counsel for the defense, please continue your cross-examination. Okay, so the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. I'm gonna fucking do it right now. She is great. Can you adopt her? Is she an adoptable VTuber? Wouldn't mind a design like that. She's pretty cute. Okay, let's look at the ceiling. Oh, I should look from the other side, actually. So the catch for the skylight is on the top side, yes, but it's not fastened at the moment, so we can slide it open from in here. Oh. Thief Shino design. That'd be cute. That would be cute. Okay. Is there anything for me to see? Is that blood? What is that red stuff right there? Is that the catch? Is that the handle? So this is the roof deck of the omnibus. Wait a second. Is that blood? I think that's blood. I think that's blood. I want to talk about this. Strawberry jam. There's blood on the thing. There is blood right there. You have to talk about it from the ends. Oh, okay, thank you. It's just ketchup. Yeah, okay. Ah! Fuck. Sorry, I messed up. Red human grease. Lick it. Maybe it's just jam. Oh, you know what I had for dessert today? I had an instant pancake. It was like a pancake in a cup. They're making pancakes in a cup now. And like you microwave them. Hold on. Was it like What was the brand? Oh, it used to be... Yeah, it used to be Aunt Jemima, I think. Here, this one. This is exactly what I had today. I had buttermilk and maple pancake on the go. How is that a pancake if it's in a cup? You have a very good point. It uses pancake butter. Or batter. Pancake butter. Pancake butter sounds good. Pancake batter, sorry. Yeah, that's what I ate for dessert today. Okay, sorry. Got distracted. There's blood! Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? No! Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly. Why someone like me? What is it? Look, just here. Look at this. That's, without question, it's blood! Tell you more about pancake butter. I guess it would be butter that's flavored like pancakes, huh? That'd be pretty, like maple butter. McDonald's can't call their hotcakes pancakes legally. How can they smug cakes? Good point. Well, isn't it an ingredient thing? They can't call their hotcakes pancakes because of an ingredient or something, right? Good old Shino streams making you hungry. After I made it, or Cass made it for me, then we poured a bunch of maple syrup in, and then I made a hole in the middle of my mug cake so that the syrup could go into the middle of it. But then there were also like chunks of like maple syrup that was probably supposed to be dissolved into the pancake that didn't dissolve, so I just got to eat chunks of tiny chunks. They were very small. Oh, they're not supposed to dissolve, they're just flavoring. Yeah, there were like chunks of maple syrup in there, like maple syrup sugar or something. It was good. Okay, anyway, why would there be a blood stain there? Yummy! Surely it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? Okay. Look at these two pea brains trying to figure this out. Could this be related? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, we got what we needed, right? Okay. Alright. You ate fish tacos, and as dessert you ate vanilla ice cream that your other brother got for your birthday the other day. Oh, happy birthday. Also, Runekeeper didn't get you vanilla ice cream for your birthday. Was Runekeeper a jerk, actually? So the skylight opened. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. I did. Alright. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where is your proof? Okay, present. Should I press him first? I'll press him first.
Hold it!
You love McDonald's hotcakes. You do yours from scratch, so you haven't had it for a long time. Now you made me want hotcakes. Can we get hotcakes tomorrow? No. Oh, no. Wait. No. After we said that, then I started want to eat from at this place that, sorry, I don't want to give the name of the place. This place that does breakfast. They do a really good breakfast. The one with, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the breakfast place. They have like, yeah. How would you describe the breakfast? They have like hashed potatoes and like they put like an over easy egg over this like, okay, I'm gonna stop. They have donut breakfast sandwiches. You ate spicy chicken and fries with lemonade. It was great if you didn't have to spend 30 minutes looking for parking. 30 minutes? Sorry, I didn't want to give the name of the place because then you guys would be able to go there tomorrow and find Shino. So, but yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have told you what's on the menu either. Shit! Okay, we're not going tomorrow. Proof. That breakfast place is the name of a breakfast place near you. Oh, really? That's cute. You were in the city and it was packed. That's painful. That's right, I demand to hear it. We came here to say what we saw. I tell you, not for this. But you call us both shysters, brand us as criminals. You call us liars, that's what he means, and accuse us of doing it. As it stands at the moment, there's no hard evidence that incriminates yourselves, now is there? I believe we're in much the same position as one another here. Okay, if I don't crack this case soon, he'll crack his teeth. What are the cops doing? Why am I finding all these things? Why am I finding the evidence? I'm the detective. Mission, go to breakfast place where Shino and Cassin at while wearing Shino merch and look for people noting your sick merch. Although by the same token, okay, hold on. Let's give them the evidence that they want. Yep. Okay. Next. You sense a flaw in his plan? Okay, present. Examine. Oh no, present. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna save first. Before I do that, before I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna save. Okay, let's see. Present the cabin. Present.
Objection.
Okay. Shino merch is so sick that everyone will take note of it. Nice. The cops are just sitting in the corner playing Jeopardy. This game probably wouldn't be fun if the justice system was actually functional. True. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. Wow! Thanks, Zali. You see, that's the problem with me as a, let's say, an influencer. If you want to call me an influencer. People were talking about my merch, and I didn't link it. It didn't occur to me for a single second to be like, if you're interested in my sick merch, you should check them out at this link. Because I just didn't think about it, you know? I like the mug. It has a nice big handle. Thank you, Santoro. My mugs have really nice big handles. They are very easy to carry, and the pictures are very cool. The t-shirts are very soft. All right, on the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. The mug holds liquids well. What? That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have any evidence. The tea from Shino's mug is 10 times tastier. I'd believe it if you said it was 10 times saltier. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it. I tell you, it's impossible. Oh, what do you mean, no, you can't? Or we didn't do it. Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom. Counsel. My lord. I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here, Show us exactly on the thing. He will point out what it is that proves the victim fell through the roof deck from the skylight. Okay. Fell from the roof deck through the skylight. Okay. Alright. Yes. Oops. Fuck! I am a clown. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Present. Okay. By Jupiter, is that blood? This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? Blood? Ooh. And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. We got him, boys! Order! Hold it! Oh? But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. When he says it like that, you bet he's guilty, yeah. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight? Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But... He woke up, jumped through the open skylight, and stabbed him. There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? 'Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it is. Was it there the first time we examined this cabin? I don't remember that either. I feel like this is kind of sus. What? No! But it can't be! It's all... lies! Hold it! My fellow jury members. I think we can all agree this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? Tip for next time, when you fabricate evidence, don't point it out yourself, let others discover it. Jeez. All right. Man, who did it? Who did it? I'm actually losing my entire fucking mind. Who did it? Who? Okay. Okay. How much longer do we have in the case? Can we do a prediction? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. The last prediction has Yoshibi in it. All right. Name the prediction. Who done it? Oh wait, you can only do yes and no. Can you do more outcomes? Okay, let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. McGilded. The two dudes. And then it could be some third party or the girl or someone that we don't know yet. So bet your points carefully. Okay, don't show this again. Got it. Okay, who done it? Get your predictions in right now. Get your predictions in right now. I'm gonna drink some water while you guys are predicting, if anyone wants to predict. And if you know the answer, I think it would be honorable for you to refrain, but I can't stop you from I can't stop you from voting. All right, let's see. You know, so you won't cheat. Okay, you're picturing the stab guy opening the skylight and woke the man up, sending him into a rage. So what happens if it was someone else? Good point. Oh no, then we can if I don't fill out the prediction, I think the points just go back to you guys. So that's what will happen. Does that sound fair? If it's neither of them, then I'll just let the prediction pass and then nothing will happen. Yeah, I can just cancel, or I can cancel it, yeah. Okay, Mr. Magnum at Dong looks saucer by the minute, but we're getting a lawyer license, so what's there to complain about? Okay, all right. Bet away, my friends. Everyone, okay, somebody type so that I can see where you voted for. I want to see the number next to your name. Show me who you voted for. Type. Test. Anyone else? There's only people who voted one. You don't think the two dudes did it? Oh. I think Cass wants to fight with you. Bussy, the Hatter is on the level. Ow, Creamy, no. Hola, hi Rusty. Wow. Voted for the Hatter and the Fairbanks. Okay, you voted? Okay, let's fucking go. Let's see. I believe we can. Yes, sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? Your number didn't pop up? I see it. It says you voted for number 1. All right. She's typing so fast. Underdog vote. I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful pot couldn't have done such a thing. On 3 then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
Objection. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh? And what would you be referring to there now, Lord Van Zeeks? For some reason, you have to type at least twice for the number to show up. I see. A blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. Why? Why? For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed!
Objection!
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage, at least not until this trial began. Are you suggesting, Van Zeeks, that this stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session... What? Oh my god. What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Zeke's nuts. Oh shit, the VTuber did it! But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fella known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey. Mr. McGilded, go fuck yourself, is what he's gonna say. I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. Hi, Eichlin! At that point, might as well put into question all proof presented till now true. I think that at this point, a regular judge would... Can you call for a mistrial? Who does that? I think the defense has to do that, right? Or the prosecutor. I think at this point, the prosecution would call for like a mistrial or something, right? Like this trial is garbage. The evidence is all fucked up. The judge, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm only a video game lawyer. Yeah, this trial is hot garbage. Hi, Shino. Hello. The judge has to declare a mistrial. I see. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? Just gonna drink. When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir. How did he not run out of blood? He gets a new bottle every time. Zeke's nuts. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? Huh? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say that this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yous will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, counsel? Me? It's true. No! We had a ninja thing. There's one more Zeke's animation you hope he does in this case. I see. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session. My learned friend. Why does he keep calling me that? Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words. Zali, it's obviously blood. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think... Does this matter? Because obviously, I think the girl did it, right? Does he want me... Am I a good defense lawyer? It looks like I would not be a good defense lawyer because I'm about the truth. Is it out of the question? It could have been possible? It could have been possible. I mean, that's the truth, right? Yeah, the smoke bomb was there. You went for truth, you don't know what happens otherwise. Just because our colors are the same does not mean we're the same person, Shino. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, shit, sorry. I saw Jericho's chat and I thought it was Zali because he had the same color, right? Okay, yeah, my bad. I skimmed the chat. You got me, guys. I skimmed the chat. I don't read names, I only see colors. Oh no, as a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. I'm doing a shit job, but still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. Hold on, I'm gonna reset my face tracking really quick. If the iPhone will let me pull up recently used apps, which it won't because it is a hot piece of garbage. Okay. Am I back? Alright. I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility. Good gracious, explain yourself, counsel. Yeah, why am I saying this? I don't know what's wrong with me. Yes, there is. Why am I helping him? It seems my learned Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit? I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. No, but you do have a grayscale on your PC. Ah, there we go. Oh. Okay. You have a dream that one day Shino will judge you not on the color of your names, but on the contents of your shitposts. Okay. What is going on? Be careful. Cover your face. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. J. Yep, that was a flashback. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, has this case gone on for so long they became friends? If he loses, he has to kiss me. Oh, I spun in a fucking circle! It could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Are you wise? What are you trying to pull? You rotten feckless gouger. Feckless gouger. You're supposed to be defending me. Tis a wicked plot. Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is. Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus. Inconsistencies such as... To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment is full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I have said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Zeke's nuts. No one is able to corroborate your claims. That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut. I looked inside the storage compartment, so I'm actually able to agree with him. Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not. Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think? Sorry? Huh? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Is it the blood stain on the floor? Because I don't think that was there before, right? Okay, my lord. Yes, counsel? Why am I helping the prosecution? Does anyone want to explain to me why I'm helping the prosecution? A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial. What? What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare betray me, you little maggot. For justice? Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification because I'm defending a piece of shit. That's not what defense lawyers are supposed to do, though. You can't be like, my client's a piece of shit, so I'm not going to defend him. Ace Attorney games are focused on the truth at all costs. TBH is a powerful energy to be like, yeah, this evidence is fake, my client sure looks guilty and I'm still gonna prove him innocent. Oh, I see, so it's the big dick move. I see. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what is deception. What am I supposed to believe here? Because I'm in this to appease my own ego. For honor, baby! Nothing else matters. I shall have to ask you to elaborate. His real client is justice. You can't lie when answering a question the judge asked, though. Okay, true. That's true. That's true. Where exactly is this mark? It is on the floor. It is on the floor. Got it. If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. You can just not answer, though. True? That's a thing in the US, right? You have a right to not self-incriminate or something. Fifth Amendment. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. I do not know why I'm saying this. Why am I saying this? Good lord. Why am I saying this? Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel. Why am I telling him this? Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue. That's the thing in most countries to various degrees. I see. I believe that I lived my entire adult life in the US now, so I don't actually know any other country anymore. Very sad. I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake! What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong? What is wrong with me? Good luck finding more clients in the future. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? Screw an easy win, go for justice. I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. But you're the defendant. As they say, the best defense's office. Tis over, I tell you. Oh shit, he's gone crazy. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, 'tis all a nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now. What, is he gonna get a better court? This court's already pretty stacked in his favor, TBH. Well, and over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Van Zieks. He's gonna make his own court with blackjack and hookers. Well, my lord? I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be— Shut up, Brunosuke! Whose side am I on? Literally, whose side am I on? Lord Van Zieks, what is your position? Did the cops not take pictures? Apparently not. Oh no! The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. In that case, as I believe, they're trying to force a victory for me, and Ryunosuke is still like, hold up, no, I'm not done yet. I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter. I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. They're gonna ask me? What formality? What is happening? What is happening? Alright. As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty. Yes, which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Yes! Is it really alright for the trial to come into an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Yes! You are a lawyer, not a detective. This guy obviously really wanted to be a detective, but because Kazuma fucking died, we had to become a lawyer instead. I think he really wants to become a detective. Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. Yes, my lord, the defense believes... Does this matter? How can you ask me that? Of course I have to say he's innocent. I mean... Of course I have to say he's innocent. You're sad this game doesn't have your favorite character, Gumshoe. Does it have an old version? I guess the new cop is... You don't think this matters? Okay. Does truth matter? Arklin, how can you put me on the spot like that? I mean, of course truth matters. Of course the truth matters. But I'm the defense. I can't say he could be guilty. 500% guilty? Shit, son. Yeah. Okay, what would you guys pick? Here. Tell you what. You guys tell me what to say. Innocent or guilty. You guys tell me, and then no matter what you guys pick, I'll just you can make him more mad. Alright, could be, I mean, he could be guilty. I put up a poll. I throw up a poll, you guys tell me, and then whenever the poll is done. Wow. Everybody says the truth matters, huh? Did you vote? What do you, you're still thinking? You can't decide? He's holding his chin in his hand. But is he guilty? We don't know that he's guilty. All we know is that he likely fabricated evidence. But that doesn't mean he's guilty. It doesn't mean he's guilty. Now, if they... You want to get paid? He's 100% guilty, but you voted innocent. It looks like you're about to lose, Zali. I think we have to say he's guilty. Yeah, we have not proven his guilt. We have not proven his guilt. This is not how court works. We can't just say he fabricated evidence, which is a different crime, right? Real world, you would say innocent because I'm a defense lawyer. For the game, guilty. Okay, true. A rich guy would be real stupid to choose you as a defense lawyer for him. True. All you know is that this would be moved to a mistrial. This is definitely mistrial. Okay, yeah. Zali corrupt. All right, defense. A defendant could be guilty. This is what you guys voted for. So here we go. I love this opening statement. I am here in the courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client. However, however, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to his innocence. What are you saying, man? What's wrong with me? Oh my god! Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that he is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. But that's how it works! If there's not enough evidence to prove that he's guilty, it's innocent until proven guilty, you dumb bitch! He doesn't know the first thing! Sorry! I'm losing my mind! I'm sweating. Good gracious me. There's like sweat pouring down my face. He's Japanese. They don't have that concept. Order. Hey, is this case almost over? I can't take this. This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. He had to skip a few chapters because he was cramming. You're innocent, prove it. Yeah, that's not how it works, right? A defense lawyer calling the accused innocence into question. Are you of sound mind? No! I think he's snapped. What an awful attorney. Depends on the country. In your country, you used to be guilty until proven innocent. And that is not a great way to do trials. That's not great. Yeah, assume guilty until proven otherwise, the Japanese way. The way you see it, Ryunosuke did this to get on the vampire's good side. He wants the kissy. He wants the kissy. He wants to have the vampire sucky. Alright. Oh, he snapped. He went bonkers. It was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer. So it was a grand decision. What? I must say I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Ah. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? 'Tis just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it afore, the trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. So is the burp. Wow. He fucking snapped. I really don't know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine or was it fake? His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. The stinking rich are always guilty of something. Mark my words. Thank you, roomkeeper. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely pock. Juror number 1 is Shino right now. Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. To be fair, there is... Oh, yeah, civil asset forfeiture. Yeah, and that's not great. That should not happen. Okay. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea. Why did he even need me then? I thank you kindly, my lord. Hope I'm not being racist in my accent, quote-unquote accent. I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court. Why? But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the omnibus is genuine or not. Shut up, Ryunosuke! Just do a DNA test. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. Shut up! We have no idea about the truth. Shut up! Lord Van Zeeks. My lord, he's got a boner. The case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. Oh, snap. My sincerest apologies. Oh no.
Objection.
But wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Van Zeeks ordered the evidence to be secured. Now we're going to bat for him! Ryu forgot that it's the prosecution who has to prove beyond reasonable doubt and not the other way around. He's got OCD. I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair. I can't believe we want a new boyfriend. So this is how our romance route of Van Zeeks begins. The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment. What? Well, Lord Van Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time? 'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilded. Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you? Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over. Well, something to be looking forward to then. Oh man. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty. He's gonna visit you at night. What an end to the trial. He did the Chuni thing. Why are there fireworks? Okay, so neither of them did it. So the prediction is bunk. That prediction was a waste of time. Alright. I can't believe it. This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence more. What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. Alright. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, congratulations, you won despite your best efforts. Yet another reason you didn't vote, I see. Such a good defendant literally won while going against his client. This isn't the law nut you wanted to bust. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end. With the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. I move we now take the judge to court. Man, that was crazy. Alright, let's finish out this case and then we can wrap it up. 18th of February, 5:14 p.m., the Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. That certainly was a long trial. Yes, it was. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. Can we arrest a VTuber now for tampering with the evidence? Dude had 2 prosecutors and no defense and still got off. True. And 10 to you, Mr. Suzato. Thanks for your thanks to you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty for perfection. Aye, that you did. Oh, Mr. McGilded. And that girl is with him too. Well, it seems the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. Wait, that's real? I thought it was like I thought it was just for fun. Like a decoration on the, or like a game thing. I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say? Definitely. I'd heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I've you to thank, I suppose, for having an opportunity to see it. Man. I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. I actually made things worse. What on earth are you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there a free man then? I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Just water under the bridge. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. Certainly not thanks to him, but nothing's resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. Oh, aye? They've all seen that I didn't do that odious and abstinent deed. 'Tis grand, is it not? I suppose so. Now the fine fellows of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out any wee details. They'll see it for what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. After all, I do be providing a good number of their wages of all the taxes I pay. Wow, this guy was actually a piece of shit all along. Shouldn't have trusted a rich guy. It's not that funny. So then, as we agreed aforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella. Oh, I couldn't possibly accept that much. Ara, be whist, you're a humble people, are you from the east? Well, if you insist. Oh, but have this, still and all. You deserve a reward. Mr. Magnus McGilded. I know, take the money, right? Runekeeper warned us, it's true. Everything is ready, sir, if you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom? What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe. I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule. Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection? Sorry? What inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. They're going to examine it again? Now? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now, but as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. I don't think you should be part of that investigation! 'Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, fare thee well. 'Tis with an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I don't think you should be part of that investigation. I don't know about you guys. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain. This was a mess. And there he goes, a free man. Can you be tried twice in England? Is that like double jeopardy or something? What is that? Oh, I forgot she was here too. Oh no. Here she goes. Takes so long to do that. Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down? You're a grown-up. Sorry? And I hate all grown-ups. Ah, there you are. Oh. Another VTuber? Who the fuck is this? Naughty running off like that. Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now? And taking that with you as well. What the f— I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Zolly! Okay, wait, let me finish my water. What the hell is going on here?
Ha! Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me. Grr.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, good day to you. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
You look away for 2 minutes and now there's a small child. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke though, at all?
I just took my eyes off it for a moment while I was changing into a different omnibus and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
What? I have no idea what she's talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now, back to my lab.
What? What for?
To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician.
What? You mean, say sorry?
You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before.
Hold on. Okay. This one's good now. An adult? Huh. I don't listen to no adults.
Come along then, follow me.
Stretch. I am stretching. Fine, have it your way.
Oh good, you see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
Shino McGilded. 5 head Shino, 10 head Shino. So she's the one who makes all the stuff for her Luxhomes. I see. And I'm fairly sure that one she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Alright. Oh, she curtsied.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Okay. What? She was a lively one. What the fuck just happened? Daughter of Tinkmaster Overspark. She got the same color hair. That's a Warcraft reference, huh? Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too? Yeah, you're right, but where to? Oh, we haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner had we arrived in London than we had to rush here. All our traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings, but at this late hour of the day, I'm afraid we'd be out of luck. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night. Please tell me you're not thinking of McGilded Park. I know it may be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. I am not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easy as an old one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound like great. She's crying! Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilded down. Why didn't you take the money? That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room or a mansion because this guy is so stupid, he did not take the money. And now what? Are we just screwed? And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned, the case was far from over. I can't believe there's gonna be more of it. Is it done? Oh?
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Bring water!
They set it on fire!
How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here,
I don't know, sir.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
They burned it. There's someone inside!
No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
Santa, are you okay? Go back to sleep, Santa. Who's inside? Why aren't they putting out the fire? Why are they just watching it like it's a bonfire at Christmas? Why isn't anybody putting out the fire? Oh my god, what a cliffhanger. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. This game's whack. It's lit. It's lit. Who do you think was in there? I don't know. it can't be the girl because the girl went off with the Phantom 6 passenger. McGilded. Yeah, maybe it was McGilded. Maybe it's McGilded who's in there. Yeah, maybe it's the rich guy. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro. I love that title. Okay. Damn, I want to keep going. But let's save it for next time, right? We can't watch this now to find out who was in the fucking thing, right? That would be cheating. We have to end it as midnight. Man, I want to know. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Let us continue. Keep going. No. I got some work to do actually. Yeah, save it for next time. Okay, who is streaming now? Let's see who is streaming now. Thanks for watching, by the way, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, join the Discord. You can see the timings of I put the schedule on Discord. I don't really post it on Twitter anymore. You can follow me on Twitter too. I don't really tweet either. I'm really selling this. You can also buy my merchandise, but I don't know. All right. What else should I say? Next stream will probably be Next stream will probably be on Monday. Monday is probably when it will be. Yeah. Okay, and then who to raid? How about Tenshi? Tenshi? You guys want to raid Tenshi? Who is live right now? You're gonna go bye-bye. Okay, night-night. Thanks everybody for watching. Hold on, I gotta find someone to pass this on to. Let's see. Tenshi? Okay. Yeah, let's do Tenshi. I'm tired though, so I'm gonna bail pretty soon. Okay. Thanks everybody. This was really exciting. I can't wait to find out who was in the fucking carriage tomorrow. I will see you guys. Not tomorrow, Monday. I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks. Bye.